Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you the VSHR Pro Academy office, and the purpose of showing this office today to you so you can understand how VSHR Pro Academy team is working. This is the number one purpose. The second purpose is also if you're aiming to build your own startup or companies, this is a lot of key takeaway best practices I'll be sharing with you, so you could also use it building your own startups as well too. And the third thing is about if you already have a startup, there are a lot of tools and best practices I'll be sharing with you so you can use it for your own activities as well too. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you right now how the VSHR Pro Academy office space and how the team is working by using different kind of model and discussions to take the things forward.
Sure.
Make it happen.
Thank you.
So let's give a big hand to these studio leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give them a big hand to them?
This is like our space for lunch bar and coffee bar. This is a space we all sit down and do our something breakfast and lunch as well too. You can see our cups are here and the drinks are all here too as well. And I'm going to show you one of the spaces also here. We also have a coffee machine where we make a lot of coffees and really go hyperactives to achieve the things. We have waters and we have all those different kind of cups as well too, and this is like the cleaning space. So this is how we get ourselves dehydrated and also do our discussions. Plus sometimes we do some kind of brainstorming session in the coffee bar as well too, because it's really help us to stay active and getting things done as well. Now, I want to show you the next space is about our meeting rooms, where it's actually a very important space because in the meeting room, we discuss, we brainstorm, we do our internal workshops and let a lot of getting things done, because for VSHR Pro Academy, meetings are super important because that's the way we actually make a lot of progress and other aspects as well too. And you can see this one in the meeting rooms. Yeah, it's slightly disorganized, but there's a lot of things happen here too. In the meeting rooms we worked on, we have a screen. So the screen is really, really important for us because in the screen, we actually discuss a lot of real-time discussions, getting a lot of plan done, getting everybody onboarded too. So every work session is like ours, actually meeting room sessions, because in the meeting room session, we review, we discuss, and get a lot of important things done. So that's why meeting room is so much important to us. And this is the second thing I also wanted to mention is about inside the meeting room, we have this whiteboarding thing. In this space, we actually put down a lot of our mental models we use to discuss a lot of problems, how we can solve it too. So this is the thing, a glassboard model is really help us. So if you're setting up your office, I highly recommend you to make sure that you have your glassboard in place so you could do a lot of discussion to team, and make sure that you have a screen too as well, because if you don't have the screen, it'll be very hard for you to actually have a great discussions and have a great, we tell your teams to storm the idea and getting things moving forward as well too. So this is my two recommendations. Learn how to use this meeting room very effectively and efficiently and run that meeting really powerfully and very professionally, because then you'll be able to get a lot of important things done in your meetings. So now I want to show you our workshop space. In the workshop space, our teams provide different kind of consulting sessions from different clients, and also provide different kind of workshops, focus group session, brainstorming session from the different clients as well too. So I'm going to show you right now our workshop rooms for the clients. Actually, this is not the only place we do workshops. Some of our teams provide workshops or those kinds of consulting session in the client office, or even like 4-star or 5-star hotel as well too. But inside our VSHR Pro Academy office, we also have our workshop facility too, which I'm going to show you right now. This is our VSHR Pro Academy workshop rooms. In this one, we do a lot of sessions with our different clients and companies, workforce team, into transformation consulting sessions, workshops, training sessions, focus group sessions. So we have those different kind of chair layouts. Right now you're seeing this one is a long table model, and we have a big screen as well too. And we also have a very good power of the consulting board as well, and the tables here as well. So for my suggestion is about what we do is about, we set up the layout of the workshop room based on the purpose we want to serve. for the companies or the clients when engaging the team. So they would change the workshop room based to different layout of the sitting room. So if you're running in a consulting agency or you're aiming to build this one, really focus about your consulting room sitting arrangement. There's a different kind of shape is really important for you to make sure that you get a really great values too. And that's why we change the layouts of the workshop rooms based on the thing we wanted to do. Is the consulting sessions, the layout will be different. If it's a workshop, layout will be different. If it's a focus group session, the layout of the sitting arrangement of the workshop will be different. And more importantly, having a proper size screen in the workshop room is really important too. Because you need to understand that from the screen to your far audience, how far they are really sitting makes a big difference in terms of the learning experience and also have a workshop experience too. So that distance is really important. Now, one more thing is about, this is a very important aspect. This whiteboarding session as well too is really important because we do a lot of whiteboarding session in our consulting session, even our workshops too. Even sometimes we just typically do a lot of focus group session and a lot of whiteboarding discussion too. So the whiteboard and the glass is a really important aspect. So if you're aiming to do a workshop room for your or consulting room for your startup, make sure that you have it, because without this one, you will struggle a lot and it will not be a great community discussions and proper engagement and brainstorming without this one. One more thing I want to tell you is about your lighting arrangement inside of your workshop room is really important. So when you're setting up the workshop rooms, you need to make sure that you do a proper lighting arrangement, and you should have a different zone of your lighting room inside a workshop. So right now, example, in our workshop rooms, we have total 4 or 5 zones, and we can control our lights the way we need. Like an example, sometime for some of the setups, we need a really strong light in front of the projector. Sometimes we need the projector to be more brighter. So then we actually turn off the light in front of the projector so the projection screen more brighter for the audience to have a look and really walk through. So that's why it's so much important for you to make sure that you actually doing the right lighting zone. Without the proper lighting zone, it will be very difficult for you to run a proper consulting session, workshop, or focus group, and so on as well. Plus, you need to make sure that the lighting amounts in your workshops too. You need to be right amount of lighting, because if it's a blur or kind of a little bit darker, a quite depressing mood for your audience, and you don't want to make it happen for your audience too. So if you're more brighter, it will create more energy for your audience and your trainer, your consultant, and it will be a great discussions as well too. Now I want to show you a special things we have. We call it a power focus rooms. So in our office, we have some power focus rooms, which is something like this, which is a very small room, and people can really focus on getting things done for themselves as well too. So this is what we call power focus rooms. Sometimes we use it for our video calls, for some meeting as well too, but this is a power focus room where people can sit down and really get it done. And we have multiple one like that for our team member to use a power focus room to getting things done or really focused or to a special meetings to make sure that it happens really well. So that's why we also have this power focus room as well in our office. So that we also have a lot of green in our office too, because it's important that we really focused about a lot of greens, and it's a great view because we are from at level 6 and it's in the heart of the town. So there's a lot of exciting things happening and pretty vibrant about it too. There's a lot of comfortable desks so people can sit down in a corner and have some really good discussions and then enjoy the great views through the glasses as well too, and the skies. And yes, the street is always pretty packed because it's the city center. There are a few tools we really use in our office. There are a few tools that are really important to us. Number one is the calendar. Google Drives for document management and storing big files. So these are the two very powerful tools we really use. So another few tools we also use Notions, which is about productivity management. We use Asana and also Trello board as well too, because this is how we can put all things together and we could use a lot of freemium tools to do a lot of activities as well too. So if you're using any other tools, so these are, like I just told you, the top 5 tools we really use in our Pro Academy team too. So at least you can try to get used to it, and if you're having your team, you can consider to use those tools to getting your teams to work together more collaboratively as well too. Let's talk a little bit about culture. So the office space is really important to us for sure, but more importantly, what you have in Pro Academy, we have really good cultures, the way we work together, the way we use the hybrid working model too, so that way the teams come together and getting things done. Like an example, in our Pro Academy, the way we design our culture is about everybody on their own boss. So everybody manage themselves. So everybody arrange their own schedule, set up their own meeting, consulting session, and use all the different assets of the Pro Academy office so they actually getting things done. Actually, the team member doesn't have to come to the office every day. The way they do it is about they organize the schedule and getting things done forward. So this is the one thing I want to tell you. If you are setting up your own company or startups, or you already have it, my key advice will be for you that you really pay attention about what kind of cultures you want to have. And secondly, you need to think about what kind of experience for your team members you want to create with you. And this thing need to be very well connected. And there's a lot of people make this common mistake that they don't have a common connection. And actually I faced that one before too, like Pro Academy, like VSHR Group, a long time back when it's established, this was not a well connected, and it took us for a long period of time to understand how important it is. So that's why I'm telling you from the lesson learned that you really need to pay attention, that you really get these two well aligned with you, with your cultures and your employee experience, which you want to craft it for you. So here you go. We have a Pro Academy. We actually recruit a lot of team members, managers, and also interns and management training program too. We have a lot of benefits and a lot of exciting things going on in the team. Actually, we also have another office where we have table tennis. We also have swimming pools, and we also have things like playing conference room, barbecue party. We have all of it as well too. But this is not something I'm going to show in this video. That's probably another video we can create to show you, so you can actually start to see. So if you're considering for a new role, definitely you, as an intern or management trainee or as a managerial roles or executive roles, I'm going to put in the link in this video of the video. You can check it out and go ahead and apply. That could be a great thing for you to join the team as well. And more importantly, you will see in that link the different trait we are looking for, what kind of our core values, our DNA. These are like very important, like our teams, like DNA and the core values are like very important aspect of our cultures. And also you will see what kind of suitable trait we are looking for in our suitable team member to become successful in your team. And you can check it out, and if you see this you are looking for, the opportunities we offer, go ahead and apply. Love to have a conversation. And one more thing I want to tell you, this one is this video is sponsored by Sarco Working Space. Sarco is our office partner of VSHR Group and VSHR Pro Academy too. So, and this is a great place. I mean, and if you are looking for having your space for working, or for your startup, or for yourself as a hot seat, highly consider this Sarco for one of your space as well too. So I'm going to put the link of Sarco Working Space in the description of the video to check it out. And contact them. I think they will love to help you and have to join your community. There's a lot of exciting things going on in Sarco, so it could be valuable for you. So here you go. That's it. That's how we are doing in VSHR Pro Academy, and that's how the team is working. And take care. And check out the next video as well too. There's a lot of exciting things on that one, and we'll see you there.